Well, hey guys. I am at Cuyahoga Valley National Park, and I've got a few hours to kill this afternoon. Well, I don't really have a few hours to kill. I've got a few hours by myself this afternoon and decided to do some hiking. So I came up here to Cuyahoga Valley National Park, and I am at the Kendall Lake Trail. I'm about to be on the Kendall Lake Trail. And what my plan is actually to connect a few different trails together. I'm going to do the Kendall Lake Trail. I'm going to hit the Salt Run Trail and possibly also connect the Ledges Trail. So the Ledges Trail will be just on how fast I move on the other trails. Salt Run is a pretty rugged trail. It's been a while since I've done it, so I'm not really sure how fast I'll be hiking it, but I thought I'd bring you guys along. So yeah, so that's what's going on here, and hope you enjoy the trails. It's a beautiful park. Alright, so there is the beautiful Kendall Lake. And let's see, we're on the lake trail. We're about 3/4 of a mile into the 1 mile loop. And we're going to turn left right here and make our way to Salt Run. Now, this is where the trail is going to start getting more interesting. So far it's been relatively flat. We haven't really done much of anything, but we're going to make our way to Salt Run and kind of cut through this meadow, and then it gets steep and challenging and a little more exciting. So we'll show you when we get there. Here we go. On our way to Salt Run. I believe it is right there. Alright, we're here. Salt Run. 3¼ mile loop of steep hilliness. It's going to be awesome. We're going to go to the left. Not for any particular reason, just because that's what I feel like doing. So I just ran across a gentleman. He was hiking the other direction with a full backpack full of gear, and said that he is getting ready to start the AT. Leaves in a week and a half, heading to Georgia, and he was pretty excited. He was sweating pretty bad. The hills here are no joke, and he's coming up the way I'm going down. So he was working pretty hard, but it was pretty awesome to see. The Cuyahoga Valley National Park is a training ground for all kinds of sports. There's riding trails here, and then there's like the hiking trails, and there's even some mountain biking trails here. Trail Runner magazine listed Cuyahoga Valley National Park as one of the best trail running places in the country, mainly due to how well maintained the trails are. The park has an awesome team of volunteers who do an excellent job maintaining the trail, and so it's a good place to get in all sorts of workouts. I've certainly done my fair share of trail running here. Never mountain biked here, but it's a pretty cool place. Another thing worth mentioning about the trails here is that it's super easy to connect them, to put together a long hike like I'm doing, or even longer. You can do really, really long stuff. As a matter of fact, this is the main part of 2 ultra marathons. A double marathon called Run with Scissors, which I've done twice. They do a double marathon, single marathon, and a half marathon. It's an amazing race if you're interested in an ultra marathon or even a marathon or half marathon. Roy, the guy who puts it on, does a phenomenal job. It's super low key. The aid stations are amazing. They feed you like grilled cheese sandwiches out on the trail. It's awesome. But then it's also the majority of the Burning River 100 miler, which starts up in Cleveland and ends in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. The bulk of it runs through Cuyahoga Valley National Park also. So if you're into running, if you're into ultra marathons, I highly recommend that you check out Run with Scissors or the Burning River 100 if you're interested in a 100 miler. But yeah, so some fun facts about the trails and some of the awesome opportunities that are around here. Speaking of trail maintenance, the steps. It's a gorgeous day for a hike. About a mile from the lake. This is marking that the Boy Scouts have the Order of the Arrow Trail, which is about 16 miles, and they do different things along the way, different tasks, and then when it's all said and done, they earn their Order of the Arrow badge. I don't think it gets done very much because I ran this trail once training for a race, and it was really hard to follow. So I don't think it gets used that much because it's not very well marked and maintained in some areas. But it's still a pretty neat thing that the Boy Scouts were able to partner with the National Park Service and create that. Alright, we are coming up on the lake trail again, and this is pretty much going to wrap up our hike. The next section that I want to do is somewhere between 3 and 4 miles. I've got a little less than an hour, so I could really push it and try and get it done, or I could get in the car and go home and get a shower before I have to pick up the kids from school. So I think that's the route I'm going to go. And then I've got that out of the way. It's one less thing I got to do. So thanks for following along with me. Car is right on the other side of the little lake, so I'll be back there in just a minute. And we'll catch you next time we're on the trail.